Um,
Sorry, our dog is drinking water. So.
Thank you, Duncan.
Thanks, Duncan.
Okay, here we go. Welcome to Salida Soup number 66.
66, can you believe it?
It's quite a few. We say that at every one. I don't know why, but it's true. We're always extremely excited by the amount of these we've done. 66 times. That's just amazing.
It's a lot.
Welcome to Salida Soup. If you're not familiar with Salida Soup, Mark's going to tell you all about it right now.
Salida Soup is a micro-granting fundraising event that we do online. Every month we have 3 presenters who sign up online to tell folks about their projects that they may need some extra money for to finish off or to get started. And people watch the videos that they have submitted. They then vote with a donation of at least $5. They're welcome to donate much more if they'd like to. And then at the end of it, at noon tomorrow, Mountain Standard Time, we will tally the votes and announce the winner of Salida Soup number 66, and they will receive the funds from the Soup Talk.
As always, we have 3 amazing presenters. The Food Shed Alliance, Shakespeare in the Park, and the Raft Guide Dinners. If you're not familiar with them, you're going to be in a few minutes. As Mark said, you're welcome to vote multiple times. You're also welcome to donate at multiple levels. Some people like to do a $100 donation. Some people will do a $5 donation. There is a minimum $5 donation. You select your vote, and we, as Mark said, tally it tomorrow at noon. We're going to introduce the very first of our presenters tonight. Mark, do you want to choose?
Sure. Let's go with Shakespeare in the Park.
Hi, this is Devin Casper, and I'm coming to you live at the Annex at the Salida Steam Plant at the end of our first rehearsal for this summer's Shakespeare in the Park. And you are seeing the cast and 1 crew of this year's 2021 10th-ish annual Shakespeare in the Park production. We've just completed the read-through for the complete works of Shakespeare, and we're super jazzed, and I thought it'd be nice to have the cast and crew go around and tell you why and Shakespeare in the Park is important to them and what maybe role it's played in their lives.
I mean, I would
say... And tell us who you are, please.
I'm Hunter Redman, a recent graduate of Salida High School. I love Shakespeare so much. It's just the act of theater helps me learn different ways to study. It helps me learn to memorize lines and work with people, and it's really given me a very human perspective on, just day-to-day interactions.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Hunter. And here we have Miss Hannah Frost.
Almost graduate of Salida High School. I think that the complete works of William Shakespeare is written up to be a really interesting play, and I've always loved going to see Shakespeare in the Park. I've never been a part of it before, but they always make it different and cool and exciting, and more than just, your regular old Shakespeare in the Globe Theater. Yeah.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Wyatt Velhartiski, and I'm a soon-to-be senior at Salida High School, and I forgot the questions.
This is your first Shakespeare in the Park,
is
it not? And what are you looking forward to it maybe possibly fulfilling for you?
Well, I've always really liked memorizing lines and kind of like repeating it and like nailing it, nailing the emotion, especially with Shakespeare and especially with the One Act Hamlet we did a couple years ago at ThesCon. That was really fun, and I always wanted to do Shakespeare in the Park, but I was never really confident enough to do it. So I think this will, complete works of William Shakespeare will be really good.
Great. Yeah, you're working with some older actors. It'll be
Yeah.
a good experience.
Yeah.
Okay, congrats. And Mr. Michael Ritchie.
Yes.
Hey.
I studied theater in college, and now I have a bachelor's degree in theater and communications. And I would say Shakespeare has changed me for sure. I was in the first one, Romeo and Juliet, and Shakespeare really has an in-depth layer of language. It really shows you how language has evolved and helps you sort of understand all the different layers when somebody's trying to speak with you, even in everyday life.
That's awesome. That makes me nostalgic that you've been in Shakespeare in the Park like since 9 years ago and doing Romeo and Juliet. You've been in many. Do you have a favorite?
It's hard to say. I was in a few in college as well. I would have to say probably Romeo and Juliet because everybody knows that one. And so immediately when you start saying the lines, people know what play it's from. It's also, the best part about Shakespeare is once it's in your head, it never leaves. So you always have those lines as a fallback. So it's really great.
That is so true. I can speak from experience being in some Shakespeare shows myself. It's so true. The lines just never seem to leave your consciousness, body, heart, or soul. So thanks for that reminder. Does anybody else have anything to add? No? Okay, well, this is the cast, everybody, ladies and gentlemen. We're super psyched. We're going to see you June over Art Walk weekend. So we hope you can come out. We hope you'll support Shakespeare. Vote for us. And we love you. Bye, Salida.
Bye.
How long have they done it? 9 years, 10 years now. This is
Yeah.
their 10th year.
That's crazy.
Shakespeare in the Park.
Drama.
If you've never been, it's incredible. Be sure to check it out. It's typically around Art Walk weekend, which is the third, I believe it's the third weekend of June.
Yep.
Our next presenter is
The Raft Guy Dinners.
Hi, I'm Lisha Iverson, and I'm one of the coordinators of the Raft Guy Dinners at Salida United Methodist Church. These dinners began in the summer of 2012 after one Raft Guy came to the church and asked us to consider offering a free meal one night a week to the guides working in the Arkansas River Valley. We've grown tremendously over the years, where during the summer of 2019, we were averaging 80 guides and 20 dedicated volunteers each week. Many guides attend each week, and several have been attending these dinners for many years, some since 2012. We did not host these dinners in 2020 due to COVID. Each week during the months of June and July, we provide at no cost a delicious themed dinner, the use of our showers, and a well-stocked hygiene and first aid table for them to choose items that they may need throughout the week. Historically, the guides who attend range in age from 18 to 76 and are from over 38 states, and often there are a few international guides. The church and community volunteers who make these dinners possible provide an intergenerational team offering diverse perspectives and demonstrating their heart of service. Many, if not most, of the guides are camping or living in their cars over the summer. Their pay is modest, and they rely heavily upon tips from the guests on their raft trips. The responsibility they hold as a river guide is daunting and indeed a matter of life and death. We believe that in providing this weekly evening of nutritious food, the opportunity for personal care with showers and hygiene and first aid items, along with the experience of community and understanding, that the benefits received are long-lasting for the guides who attend and those who volunteer for these dinners. One of the main things I love about these dinners is that each week we provide a wealth of nourishment for the mind, body, and spirit of the guides.
Hey, how's it going? My name's John Callan. I work for Independent Whitewater, and I'm here to talk about how awesome the church dinners are, how much we missed it last year. I have been in this valley working as a rafting guide for about 12 years. I've been a part of the church dinners since I've been here, and just want to say a couple things about how awesome they are. First off, for not only for everybody that are rafting guides, but especially for the first year guides that come in. It's just a great spot to meet people, communicate, conversate, and just have some really awesome food. So we miss it. and we're looking all forward to getting back to it this summer.
Hi, my name is Mel Roberts, and I'm the pastor of Salida United Methodist Church. 3 years ago when I moved to Salida, the program at the church that I was most excited about was the Raft Guide dinners that the church had hosted for many summers. We were so disappointed to not be able to offer the dinners to the guides last summer due to the COVID pandemic. This summer, we've been given the green light by the Chaffee County Health Department to once again host the Raft Guide dinners with a few adjustments. Rather than packing our fellowship hall shoulder to shoulder with raft guides and volunteers, we will be moving the dinners outside to our parking lot. The move outside means buying several new pieces of equipment: pop-up shelters, extra tables, extra serving equipment, rolling carts, as well as personal protective equipment for our volunteers. Thankfully, we were able to secure a grant to cover the cost of these items. An additional change comes in where the food for the dinners comes from. The potluck-style meals of the past summers do not meet the safety standards of our current COVID reality. This summer, we will be purchasing the bulk of our meals from local restaurants. We see this as a win-win for our community. The guides will still get a great meal, and we will be able to financially support our local restaurants. The only problem is that we currently do not have the funds to cover this extra expense. Thus here we are, presenting at Salida Soup, hopeful that we can fully fund the Raft Guide dinners for the summer. We hope that you will vote for us and the Raft Guides that serve our community through the summer. Of course, we would also welcome any other donations, and we are also here to ask for man and woman power. Moving the dinners outside means a great deal of extra physical setup and takedown. If you would like to volunteer to help with this effort, please call the church office at 719-539-2755 or email us office@salidaumc.org. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to vote, and we would love to see you on a Wednesday night in June or July as we feed and get to know our raft guides.
Our third presenter tonight is
The Food Shed Alliance.
Hi, I'm Melody from the Chaffee Community Resource Center, and we've been the beneficiaries of the Alliance Farm Fresh Produce, and it's been fabulous because frequently I can only give out canned goods and vegetables, and now we're giving out fresh salad greens, microgreens, and mushrooms, and we really appreciate you guys. It's awesome.
Hey there, I'm Max Keller. I'm with the Triangle Oasis. We've been working with Farmer Feast Chaffee this summer and this past summer, and looking forward to doing more. Appreciate the opportunities we've had to be able to get our goods into the hands and mouths of local people, to extend our season longer than the farmers market, to have goods that we've been growing that are available for people, getting these boxes in people's hands. Other farmers have been appreciating that opportunity too. I know that every dollar we get supported with, we're turning around back and putting it in the community. Same thing with the people who are consuming our goods, and so we really appreciate all the localness that's happening in Colorado and Chaffee County. Thanks so much.
Well, there you go. 3 incredible presenters, 3 difficult choices. Well, one difficult choice. You only have one difficult choice to choose between the 3 of them to cast your vote. You're welcome to donate directly to them if you just can't make a decision. You're also welcome to vote for each and every one of them if you want to. So that's up to you. As Mark said, voting is open until noon Mountain Standard Time. If you're joining us on any other, wherever you're watching this, go to salidasoup.org and you'll find all of the voting stuff as well as background information. We try to keep people informed as to where the votes are throughout the next, it's not quite 24 hours, but
yeah, it's ish
18 hours. So please be sure to go to salidasoup.org wherever you're watching this, find more information and vote and donate. Well, I guess I'll close it out. We're done. That's Salida Soup 66. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you next 3rd Thursday of June. We'll be back. If you haven't heard, Pride is this year. So join us on June 5th for the Ark Valley Pride. You can get more information by going to arkvalleypride.com. Other than that, check back tomorrow at noon, salidasoup.org, or watch all of our social media outlets for the announcement of who's the winner.
We'll see you tomorrow at noon.
Thanks
Bye.
for joining us. Bye.